So I just have a few points. It'll be within the minute and 30 seconds I
Very
have
good,
now.
thank you.
So to kind of react to some of the things that the panel said, a few things, like I want a second or third or fourth, whatever, the idea that reformism won't get us anywhere, and we really have to understand that and focus on that. The thing is, like, laws can't change the structure when the law itself is existing within that structure. So, yeah, reformism can't work when we're talking about structural and systematic violence and oppression. And this is also my problem with the idea that, like, voting will get us somewhere. It won't get us far enough, because voting within this structure is just another form of reform, and it's just like Steve said, it's putting a Band-Aid on a flesh wound. I also thought Steve brought up a great point with the Fugitive Slave Act and media, and we also have to see the way in which we get punished for speaking out and fighting back. So a modern day example would be how he got punished and trying to be put in his place, and essentially a call to all of the white supremacists to go find him was publishing his address in the Providence Journal. That seems very much like the Fugitive Slave Act and all that. I think another thing when it comes to solutions, these are all the things we have to think about for ourselves. One, I would say we have to question what is violence, because I feel like too often we're like, that's too violent, that's not peaceful protest. But it's like, how do we define what violent is within a violent system? And then the idea that we invested in the injustice in our community is completely just, it makes no sense. It's rhetoric that's been used to oppress us, and it's kind of disappointing that we heard that rhetoric on the panel. Okay, yeah. So we also need to focus on, we need to reorient how we see leadership, what is leadership, and also we need to cleave ourselves from the one of the American flag, which is just a symbol, to a symbol of our oppression, let's keep that straight, and cleave ourselves from this concept that America is the land of the free, or all of that, because we know that it's not, our experience is that it's not, and we've been taught to love this country, but we should know the country doesn't love us.
Right.
And my first step is always, for a successful resistance and revolution, is forming and sustaining community. So this showing is awesome, and I hope that we can continue to have these kind of events outside of reactionary moments, and it is this full, in that we all are hearing each other, and that we're not just learning from the elders, but that they're learning from the youth as well, because we all have wisdom. Oh, and the red tape surrounding all, like, I just hate that we get so much blame in our community. I'm wrapping up. Because it's very hard to have like urban community gardens and all that. There's a lot of red tape, but we need to come together to get that. That's not us making the choice to not buy a bag of oranges. It's the city is making the choice that we don't deserve those things.